All right, so are you ready to talk about AI teachers?
AI teachers.
Yeah, AI teacher. I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds like science fiction, right?
Brought up a movie or something.
But no, this is actually happening right now. Like there are schools popping up that are saying, hey, get rid of all that traditional stuff. The textbooks, the long school days, the homework.
Oh, yeah. I saw that you sent me some stuff on Unbound Academy.
Yes, Unbound Academy, the school in Arizona that's making headlines because they're like, we can teach kids twice as much in half the time.
Wow, that's a big claim.
It is a huge claim.
So how are they doing this? What's their secret sauce?
Well, the secret sauce is apparently AI. They're saying AI can personalize learning to the point where kids are like super engaged and learning at warp speed or something.
Okay, so personalized learning, that's not a brand new concept. We've seen software that tries to tailor lessons to individual students.
Right. Like I remember using some of those programs back in the day.
Yeah, but what Unbound's claiming is that their AI goes way beyond. That it doesn't just look at right or wrong answers. It analyzes like everything. How long a kid spends on a problem, what kind of mistakes they make, even like subtle cues to figure out if they're getting bored or frustrated.
Wait, hold on. How can AI detect boredom or frustration?
So it's not like the AI is reading their minds or anything. It's more about patterns. Let's say a student is cruising through problems and then suddenly they start taking forever or they keep making the same kind of mistake.
Oh, I see. So the AI is like, something's changed here.
Exactly. And it can adjust the lesson on the fly, like maybe make it a little easier or suggest a break or something.
So it's almost like having a super observant tutor who's constantly tweaking the lesson plan to keep you in that sweet spot.
Yeah, that's a great way to put it. The sweet spot where you're challenged, but not so much that you get discouraged.
Right, because we've all been there. Like when something is way too easy, you just zone out.
Totally. And then on the flip side, if it's way too hard, you just want to give up.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So Unbound is saying that by keeping kids in that sweet spot with the help of AI, they can supercharge learning.
And they're saying they have the results to prove it. Their Texas school, which is like their pilot program, they're claiming some pretty impressive stats.
Yeah, but isn't that a bit like comparing apples and oranges? I mean,
Yep.
Texas and Arizona, different states, different demographics.
Well, that's true. But the point is they're confident enough in their model to roll it out in a whole new state.
And they're even comparing themselves to Tesla, which I gotta say is a pretty bold move.
Yeah, a little bit of a marketing flourish for sure. But the underlying idea is kind of interesting. They're saying just like Tesla started with a high-end product and is gradually making electric cars more accessible, Unbound is aiming to refine its model with these early adopters and then scale it up to reach more kids.
Okay, so that's their big vision. But let's get back to the AI teacher thing for a second. I mean, can AI really replace a human teacher? Like, what about things like mentorship and building relationships?
That's the million-dollar question, right? Because a good teacher does so much more than just deliver information. They inspire you, they challenge you, they help you grow as a person.
Yeah, and sometimes they just listen, when you need someone to talk to.
Absolutely. So I don't think anyone is saying AI can replicate all of that human connection.
And Unbound isn't even trying to do that, right? They still have human teachers in their model. They call them guides.
Yeah, the guides are there to lead things like small group discussions and workshops on life skills.
And speaking of those workshops, some of the topics they listed in their Arizona application are really interesting, like negotiation skills, public speaking, even personal branding.
It's almost like they're designing a curriculum for a future where AI is handling a lot of the rote tasks and humans need to excel at the things machines can't do.
Yeah, things like creativity and critical thinking and collaboration.
Exactly the skills that are going to be in high demand in a world that's increasingly automated.
So this is all very fascinating, but let's be real for a second. If you were a parent considering sending your kid to Unbound, what would be your biggest question or concern?
That's a tough one. There's so much to consider. I guess for me, it would be about the long-term impact. Like, yes, their model might be great for academic learning, but what about the social and emotional side of things?
Right. Can kids really develop those skills in a primarily online environment?
And what about those guides? I mean, they're not traditional teachers, so what kind of training do they have in child development and pedagogy?
So many questions.
And I think these are questions that go way beyond just Unbound Academy. It's like this whole AI and education thing is forcing us to rethink what learning even means in the 21st century.
Yeah. Is it just about absorbing information or is it about something deeper?
And if AI can handle the information part, what does that mean for the role of the teacher?
Wow. This deep dive has really given us a lot to think about.
It has. It's like we're getting a glimpse into a potential future of education, one that's personalized, data-driven, and maybe a little bit unsettling.
Yeah, definitely unsettling, but also exciting in a way.
Yeah,
I mean, who knows what the future holds?
exactly. That's the beauty of it all. We're all just figuring it out as we go.
Well said. All right. So to everyone listening out there, keep an eye on those algorithms because they might be coming to a classroom near you soon.
Sooner than you think.
All right. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the future of education. And remember, the future is what we make it.
Absolutely.
All right. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.